How will AI transform interior design in under 5 minutes? All right, let's get to it.
For thousands of years, there have been only three ways to scale your expertise, and AI just invented the fourth one. Nobody talks about it, but expertise is actually the one thing in business that doesn't scale. You can scale products by manufacturing more, you can scale content by publishing more, you can scale distribution, reach more people. But expertise only lives in your brain. Anyone who's hired will tell you you cannot magically scale expertise by hiring people. It lives in your brain, and traditionally, there have been only three ways to scale expert, and all of them suck. Today, I created a fourth way, and I'm going to get into it. Most people don't know about it yet. So let me show you the problem. Option number one, this sucks. Work more hours.
Work more hours? Yeah, interior designers know all about that one.
Say you're a lawyer, you're great at what you do. The client demand goes up, you work nights and weekends, you burn out. This doesn't scale. There is not infinite time in the day. Option two, hire people.
Hiring humans means training humans. Training humans takes time.
I told you this sucked. It sucks. You hire associates. Maybe you hire junior lawyers. In this analogy, the junior associate isn't you. The nurse that scales with the doctor isn't the same as the doctor, although some nurses will tell you they know more than doctors. But the point is, they don't have the years of pattern recognition that go with true expertise. Every piece of work that a junior person touches needs to be reviewed by the person with expertise. This goes for lawyers, this goes for medicine, it goes for anybody with genuine expertise. When I have worked with senior engineers, people who are at the principal level or above, it's the same thing. And you end up trading your work for management work, and that is draining, and you're still the bottleneck. Option number three, the only way we found to scale that doesn't suck as bad as working more hours and hiring more people, is raising your prices. So
Raise your prices. It sounds great, and it's the approach that most interior design business coaches advocate in their programs. But at the end of the day, there are only so many high income people, and there are far more interior designers. Not everybody can go after the ultra luxury clientele.
great, you charge more. You raise your hourly rates. The lawyer raises the hourly rates to $600 an hour, $1,000 an hour, but there's a ceiling. Eventually, you're too expensive for most clients, and you've traded volume for rate, and you're still limited to the amount of time that you have. These are your options. This is why any expertise-based business hits a wall. This is true whether you're in the legal profession or whether you are a senior principal architect or whether you're in plumbing or whether you're installing HVAC systems. Your expertise hits a wall by scale. Your knowledge is the asset, and it's been trapped, and there's been only one of you. Enter AI. Because the thing that people don't say out loud is the constraint has not been really your expertise, it's been the translation layer. So
The problem isn't your expertise, it's translating that expertise. And that's where AI is going to come in. Here we go.
let me show you what I mean. Let's say an HVAC contractor is diagnosing a failing system. That takes 20 minutes. She knows what's wrong. It's an undersized unit. It's leaking ductwork, whatever it is. She has 15 years of experience. She can do it right away. Writing the estimate that explains this to a homeowner takes longer.
Your brain works fast, documentation works slow. This is exactly how AI is going to transform your business.
It has to be professionally formatted. It has to be translated into the appropriate language. It has to be explaining why the solution and not the cheaper one. It has to add photos. It has to be persuasive enough to win the job. Then it has to be delivered. Her expertise did not take nearly as long as documenting her expertise, right? In this analogy, her expertise takes just a couple of minutes, a few minutes. Documenting her expertise takes much, much longer to get it all put together. That ratio has been the problem. That has been the bottleneck. That has been what doesn't scale well. And this is true everywhere. A senior attorney might know the legal strategy in just a few minutes, but take a long time to write the brief. The doctor may know the diagnosis, but completing the chart note takes a while, right? Architect knows the design solution, creating the presentation takes much, much longer. Your brain works fast, documentation works slow. The fourth way, the AI way, attacks that bottleneck. You need to separate your expertise in whatever domain you're in from documentation. And so instead of viewing it as I need to write up this whole thing, look at it as here's an example from the HVAC contractor, right? 5-minute voice memo on the site. You capture the context, walking through, looking at the HVAC unit, then tell the AI, turn this into a professional estimate, no jargon. Please emphasize comfort and energy savings because that's what the client really emphasized to me. And then she goes on about her work, right? She drives to the next job site and she can review the output on a mobile phone in the car, add in any adjustment she has to pricing, upload a couple of photos. It takes just a few minutes, and she may multiply her ability to generate estimates by 5 as a result. That's the breakthrough. That's the fourth way.
All right. So is anyone else excited? Because this goes way beyond what Nate's saying, like beyond putting together a quote or any of that kind of stuff. Imagine walking through the house with a AI enabled video recording device like a GoPro. And as you're walking through the house and discussing things with your client, this is all being captured. The audio of your discussion, the video of your walkthrough. Now that gets transmitted to AI, a very specific AI that has been trained on your design style, right? Initial concepts are just going to get pumped out automatically, sent to you for your approval or disapproval or editing or whatever. Like The options here are freaking amazing. Okay, so this is pretty awesome, right? Nate has laid out how AI is going to allow interior designers to scale their businesses by separating the designer's expertise and translating all of that expertise into documentation and releasing every interior designer in the world from the drudgery of all of the paperwork and emails and all of that nonsense, and be able to focus on designs, be able to focus on your clients, be able to understand exactly what you're doing for that client to help transform their life. It's exactly what the promise of AI has been saying for months and months and months. And Nate's done a fantastic job distilling that down to a concept. Okay. So that's great. But Nate has missed something. I've talked about this in previous videos. It's the context, being able to speak with AI in a way that AI understands us and we understand them. And to this point, this has all come down to prompt engineering. And that's kind of where Nate is at. How do we prompt engineer? How do we talk to the AI in a way that it understands exactly what we want and can give us the outputs that we want? And my argument has been, why do we have to be the ones to prompt engineer? Why do we have to speak AI? Why can't AI speak human? That's the thing that Nate is missing. And it makes sense, right? Nate is knee deep in AI. He thinks AI. Most of us don't think AI. So how do we get AI to speak human? And that's what we're going to talk about in our next few videos.